Peace, y'all. It's been a long time since I've been up on here to say what's up. Well, I'm just coming out here to say, a lot. There's a lot to say. A lot to say. Although we're not going to go and say a lot, right? Can't give you everything in one day, right? But here's the thing. We are definitely in a very intense spiritual year, right? And we're talking about the year the seventh year, okay? The seven, excuse my voice, I've been kind of sick, just getting better. I've been purging, I've been going through some, what they call ascension symptoms, right? So, yeah, that's part of the purging too. Purging the old, shedding the skin, upgrading the DNA, activating the DNA, right? Just going into activation mode, right? Going more into the self, right? So, yeah, we're in a seventh year, y'all. So what does it mean to be in a seventh year? The 7 deals a lot with the spiritual number 7. 7 is about spirituality. 7 is about the seeker of knowledge and wisdom, right? Right now, there's going to be a lot of activation happening within the DNA of people, okay? A lot of people are going to start waking up to themselves. A lot of people are going to start waking up from the false illusion or reality, what we call the matrix, okay? Well, let's break the word down, the matrix, real quick. If the matrix was birthed out the womb, right? Just like we are birthed out the womb as well, okay? The matrix was also birthed out the womb, which is why you get mom, mother, mom, right? Mama. So this is where you get matrix, you see the word ma, M-A, and then you split the word, it's ma-trix, okay? Where we've been tricked. But now, a lot of people are waking up to that false trickness or that false reality, okay? Look, ever since I've been on this app, I started Facebook back in 2013. And ever since then, I would always come out with all kinds of conscious content, right? I was conscious before I was spiritual, if that makes sense. Because even before Facebook, I remember back in the MySpace era, that's where I used to deliver a lot of intense conscious information, content, right? A lot of conspiracy shit. I remember when like back in 2006 is when I started going down more the rabbit's hole. So back then, that's when I started a MySpace account, right? So I started to deliver a lot of information. I was going deep into the rabbit's hole, just going deep into what we call conspiracy, right? But if you know what's up, there's nothing conspiracy about it. It's just been very hidden. Ever since 2020, right? 2020 wasn't so much a year. 2020 had to do with 2020 vision. Inner eye vision. Tunnel vision. Okay? So, going back to all that shit, like when I was telling you, when I was going into the whole thing of the conspiracy and, just going into that rabbit's hole, finding out a lot of information, right? How these false rulers, how they rule with an iron fist, right? With this knowledge, okay? It wasn't until 2019 when I started tapping into my spirituality and I started going more into myself too, right? Connecting the dots more, activating more my DNA, knowing more who I am, knowing more of my purpose, rediscovering myself, right? Because put it like this, we have to become the main subject of a subject. Whew. Let me say that again. You have to become the main subject of a subject. right? So, yeah, I know I had someone watching it and they left. It's okay. No judgment at all. I'm just going to test you. For those of you that do follow me and appreciate what I do, thank you. Because this is not for me. This is for those that are asleep and those that are trying to find themselves. Okay? But those that are just stuck in the matrix, they're about to have a big reality check. Because everything I've done said since I've started this journey of everything, it's coming to pass. It's coming out into fruition, right? It's coming out to pass. Okay? Even the lectures I've done and the whole fucking vaccine, right? I showed you receipts on top of receipts. I came with the sauce, okay? And there's a lot of people that took that Jabawaski that are getting sick, that are dying, okay? A lot of shit is gonna start coming up to the forefront. A lot of shit are gonna start. It's not hidden no more. Okay, we're not in that time of illusion. We're not in the age of Pisces, the age of ignorance. We're in the age of Aquarius, the age of knowledge, the age of know thyself. So there's gonna be a lot of people still stuck in the matrix. Remember, and I love to quote this a lot about this movie, because what did Agent Smith tell Neo? Neo, you humans are the virus. You see, The Matrix was never just a movie. It's a documentary. In fact, the actual writer of The Matrix was a melanated woman named Sophia Stewart. Okay? Although she seems to me to be a lot more into religion still, which is another part of that system, right? But the way she wrote that Matrix was very profound for the time that we're in now. Okay? So since we're out of the age of Pisces, we're in the age of Aquarius, meaning the water barrier, right? The age of knowledge. Okay? Which is so damn profound, the fact that we are already in the age, or we're in the season of Aquarius, right? It started on the 21st of January. I believe that was yesterday, no? Yeah. Did it start the 21st or the 19th? No, it should have started on the 21st. So that started yesterday, right? So when we think about all this shit and we put everything together, it's like a big ass puzzle, right? Everything's like a puzzle. We just gotta pay attention to the pieces of the puzzle. And I've been leaving breadcrumbs and pieces of puzzle for a long fucking time. Ever since I started going into these social media platforms, I don't fucking post bullshit. And that's what I don't understand, how many people are still fucking lost in the sauce. All you have to do is pay attention. Because everything I've been showing you and I put out there, I come out with facts. I don't just show myself just to show myself or talk about something just to talk about something. I don't operate in that type of fucking way, right? You know, look at me now. I'm not 100% yet, but here I am in front of the camera talking. Okay? Because this shit is important, right? This information, these downloads that I've been receiving, it's like I receive and I have to upload, right? I have to let out, right? And right now there's a lot of people, honestly, that weren't spiritual are starting to wake up to themselves. Because that's the time, right? It's the activation of the DNA. Okay? So a lot of us are starting to wake up. Big time. It's like people are starting to wake up to this false reality that's not their reality, right? And they they're going to start feeling bamboozled. Because it's like, when you start to realize more of the tricks that you were under, it's like what the fuck? It was like, it's like a rug poop like under your feet, right? And then they're gonna sit you down in your ass fast. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's needed, because it's like we have to start waking up to what's really happening right now. Like, we're right now in a huge spiritual war. You get what I'm saying? Not only that we're in a spiritual war, but there's a lot of shit that's going to be happening in the physical. Put it like this. Everything has to happen in the spiritual realm first before it comes into the physical realm. You get what I'm saying? Everything has to happen spiritually first before it comes to the physical realm. And these false controllers or rulers, what you call your government systems, or those that hide behind the government, right? The unseen forces that you can't see. Put it like this. You must understand that these forces utilize magic. They utilize occult science. They know the science. But guess whose science that is? Guess where that magic is coming from? It's coming from you. All that knowledge that they have and these secret societies is all coming from us. We are the originals of the secret or the sacred knowledge. Because we didn't have secrecy. It was just sacred. We didn't have secret societies. We had sacred societies. Right? If you break down the whole word Freemason means builders. Aren't we the fucking builders? Didn't our ancestors create and build fucking pyramids and had ancient civilizations? Now, this is a fact. And we left these pyramids all around this planet. You get what I'm saying? We left pyramids all around this whole fucking planet. There's nothing new under the sun, man. That's what I'm trying to say. There's nothing new under the sun. Right? We just have to understand exactly what's happening. You get what I'm saying? So, right now is a very profound, intense year. That it's a 7 year. And not only that it's a 7 year, and the Chinese mentals, this new year started today, on the 22nd. We're talking about the year of the rabbit. Okay? I can show you. The year of the rabbit. Right? Okay? The year of the rabbit. What is it saying? What is it telling you here about the year of the rabbit? We're talking about the year of the water rabbit. Not just any rabbit, but the water rabbit. Look. I want you to go back to the Avatar movie too. I still haven't seen it. I did download it. So I'm gonna see if I get a chance to check it out tonight. But there's a lot to do with water. Water is very profound. Water is, if anything, before the sun, there was water. Okay? We're talking about the primordial energy of water. Avatar 2 was what? The way of the water, right? See, they're telling us even in fucking movies, y'all. Pay attention. Just like they were talking about the Black Panther movie, this last one, right? How they try to go ahead and pin the indigenous people against each other. The copper and dark indigenous people against each other. If anything, they're talking about Atlantis. Atlantis, folks. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. You see, I haven't even seen that movie yet either. But I understand and overstand the message without even have to see it. I don't have to see something to not to know what's happening, right? I'm a seer. I can see shit happen before shit happens. Okay? Now, what does the rabbit ear represent? You see that? What does it represent? It's a symbol of longevity, peace, and prosperity. Right? So, longevity, peace, and prosperity. What did I say about a 7th year? Okay? Let's go into the 7th year real quick. What does the number 7 represent in the numerology? Okay? So I already told you how the 7 goes into a spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom. It goes into a seeker because I'm a life path 7. So you're getting a message from a life path 7, right? I was born on a 77. I represent that 7, right? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, look, the 7 is a divine purpose, right? It's a number of divine purpose. Okay? Right? Even in the Bible, look, how they talk about the 7 in biblical times. I hate advertisements. Right? 7 is the foundation of the Word of God. Okay? 7 is the foundation of the Word of God. Right? But what is the number also of foundation? It is 4. Let me show you something real quick about the Cancer. Okay? I want us to put our minds together and connect these dots real quick with this, right? Oh, my shit's acting slow. Okay. So Cancer is the 4th zodiac sign. Okay? Cancer is the 4th zodiac sign, see? It's the 4th. Okay? And look at where it starts. It starts on June 22nd. Right? So we're on the 22nd today, right? So it starts on the 22nd of June and ends on July 22nd. So does Cancer is a cardinal sign, is the water sign, right? The Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. She represents that primordial energy of water, that power of the water, right? She represents also that Mayat energy. She represents the energy of Aset. She also represents the energy of Mi Flaquita. Okay? Now, check this out. Let's go back to this whole 7 real quick. See, I'm like in lecture mode and shit. Right? Okay. So, 7 is perfection, beauty, creativity. It's completeness. It symbolizes oneness. Right? Symbolizes oneness. Okay? So, God created 6, he had 7 days to create, but on the last day, right, he rested. Okay? So, if we are to make an image and likeness of the prime creator, which is Mama, not this masculine God here, but Mother. Okay? So, going back to Cancer, right? Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, right? You know? So here's the thing too, why a lot of people get lost in tricks and spells and don't realize they're under a whole fucking spell, is because they're afraid of these type of systems, because they're taught that astrology, astronomy, even witchcraft is evil. But yet, the false controllers of your reality use fucking magic. They use occult knowledge, occult science, your shit, to run the planet as they do. While you asleep. While you, the goddess or god, asleep. You're the god that's having amnesia. You're the god that's asleep. Right? While these false controllers take over this planet. Okay? Now, my flaquita represents justice and balance. Now, if you've been paying attention, I show you receipts, even in my practice. I don't fucking play around, yo. I show you proof, even how she comes up in pictures, and she likes to be seen, right? She shows off. She comes in hard, right? She doesn't play. Look at her foot on top of the earth. Come on now. You get what I'm saying? And she came back with my sun calendar. You know what I mean? So, check this out. Watch. I'm going to show you something real quick. So, also, since the Cancer represents the fourth zodiac, and then we're in a 7th year, I put together the AK-47 for a reason. Okay, because AK-47 has symbology as well. So this is gematria. I want you to see something here. Look at the 11s. 111, and then you got 69. What does Cancer represent? See, I'm not showing you something just to show you. I know how to connect the dots. What does Cancer represent? The 69. Okay? It represents balance. What does she represent? Balance. What does Mayat represent? Balance and justice, y'all. There's a lot of balance and justice that's starting to come in right now in this 7th year. You're going to see a lot of shit happening right now that people are going to start fucking being like, man, you know how much people are going to get fucked up? Because karma is a real motherfucker. You hear what I'm saying? Karma is a real thing, y'all. And there's a lot of people that are going to get it. And there's a lot of people that are going to get their rewards as well. The karma debt is going to be paid full. Just like there's bad karma, there's good karma. It's called balance. Balance. Okay? Balance, y'all. Now let's go check out what does this 1111 stand for? Well, let's go ask Willow. Let's ask me real quick. Let's go ask my higher self. 7 reasons. I don't make none of this shit up, man. I'm showing you exactly what it is in real time. Pay attention. Like, those that will catch the replay will see this. But those that I don't know, you know what? I don't even know why I have like the amount of friends I have in my Facebook. If a lot of you don't even fuck with me, I don't know why you're still there, and just, you should remove yourself if you don't like any of this information at all, right? It's like clear the space. I don't know who you are, right? I'm not going to be clearing space for nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you're there and you don't really fuck with me, remove yourself, because it's like static energy. It just doesn't move. It just wants to be in the way. So, look. What is this talking about, 11? So, it's mysterious ways to catch your attention. There's a lot of things are going to happen mysteriously to catch your attention. The universe works in mysterious ways, right? And I was talking to one of my compañeras, one of my companions, right? And she had something happen to her very profound earlier too. It caught her attention. You know, she's a fellow curanera, right? So she had something happen to her very profound today that caught her attention. Okay? So they'll talk about invisible force that awakens your higher consciousness. There's an invisible force that's going to wake up your higher consciousness. It's to release old habits and beliefs in order for you to move forward into the next chapter of your life, your spiritual journey. Okay? Now, When you see 11, 11, 11, or, the 3 1s, there's a lot of things happening to you energetically. That means you're starting to raise your vibration. You're starting to change negative into a positive. Remember, everything has a duality of itself and a polarity. So, when we talk about magic, or any forms of magic, see, I'm a practitioner. I practice brujeria. I could even fuck with santeria, and I'm not even a santero. But the fact that I'm a very advanced, energetic being, I don't need to go under anybody's fucking wing for me to tap into any type of magic or any forms of magic. You get what I'm saying? So I don't need to do any of that. I am the school of thought. I am the school of magic. You get what I'm saying? So when you see 11, 111, it's for a reason. Okay? Now, a lot of people are going to start waking up to their true identity, to their true individuality. Okay? So when you do wake up to this fact of who are you really, you're going to have a lot of answers. I mean, you're going to have a lot of questions, right? So you're going to be seeking people that know this shit, right? This is a time too where you're going to have a lot of healers activating themselves, right? Because this is what we need. We need healers. We need more healers on this planet. A lot of people need healing, right? So the healers that are already activated are going to start coming more into their purpose, to their path. You get what I'm saying? You see me, I'm what you considered a master teacher. I teach this shit, right? So I'm going to start opening up courses also in teaching, right? Like I've said, showed you lectures. I've done sat there with receipts, with proof, with documents, and exactly what's happening. A lot of stuff that we talked about, or I talked about, is starting to happen. And like I said, it's starting to come to pass, right? None of this is secret no more. There's no secrecy no more. You either choose to stay asleep or you choose to wake up. That's going to be on you. What you choose to do is what you choose to will it, right? So this is the year of what? Balance, right? Like I said, I didn't make none of this up. I'm just showing you receipts again, what it is, right? So we're in the year also of the Kali Yuga. I talked about this in one of my other lectures I did too, not that long. What was it, last year or some shit? I don't remember. But the year of Kali Yuga represents Kali. Okay? Kali Yuga represents death and destruction. The destruction of the old and in with the new. The destruction of old cycles of ignorance. Okay? So this is the time we're in too. We're in the time of the Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, my flaquita, represent the primordial energy of what? Water. Okay? Why do you think she also has a sun behind her back? All right. Those of you that know my story, I don't keep it a secret about who I am. I was birthed from a mother. That's a Cancer, right? She represents the zodiac sign, the mother of the zodiac. She was pregnant by me at 13. She represents 13. My flaquita right here represents 13, right? So everything was built by design. Even my motherfucking nickname when I was in the hood, right? See, I don't hide who I used to be. If anything, when I was out there in the hood and doing the shit I was doing, was all for now, for this purpose, right? I had to go into the darkness to understand darkness. I had to walk that certain path because I carry and I possess that warrior energy, right? I am that ram. And I don't keep that a secret of who I am, right? I represent that Shango energy too. Like, by the way, this is one of the teachers. These are one of the teachers I made. So it's good when we tap into our creativity too, right? Like I want a certain T-shirt and a certain design. Well, fuck it. Let me make it for myself. Let me make that T-shirt. I'm tapping into my creativity, right? And just yesterday, I started tapping more into my music. I wanted to start DJing for myself. If I want to listen to something, I want to be able to listen to it. So I like, okay, let me put these songs together and mix it, and it's for me, right? That's you tapping into your creativity. If you don't like something, create something out of an idea that you like, right? So it's like, this is the time we're in right now. We're in this time where we gotta tap into our creativity and create, right? We gotta create. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if we're in this year of prosperity, of greatness, remember, there is also a duality of everything. There's a duality of everything. So you have to be very cautious of what's happening outside of you too. Because remember, this is a spiritual war. You know what I'm saying? So we have to protect ourselves. I can teach you how to protect yourself. I can teach you how to go ahead and fortify your home, to put protection spells not only on you but on your family. Because if we're being targeted and they know they can't get to you, they're gonna go to the next one that they know they can get to. Remember, there's a spiritual war that's happening right now, and this is not a fucking game, y'all. It's like I told you, how what we're doing with those fucking Jabberwockies, man. It wasn't about trying to cure you and stop you from getting sick. That was a fucking hoax. It wasn't about that. It was about to depopulate this fucking the planet, and it was about to modify your DNA. I showed you that shit when I did that lecture on the vaccines, y'all. And I came with the sauce. You get what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying is like, I don't understand how people are so caught up and just fucking illusion and don't realize that there's some real shit happening out there. Man, we were about to go into a motherfucking purge, damn it. You get what I'm saying? Man, there's a reason why I incarnated here and I posted myself in this fucking city. Man, y'all don't even know the kind of work I be doing. Physically and spiritually. It's like, if you really would have known the kind of work I'd be doing, I guarantee it, you would be looking for me. You be wanting to find me. You get what I'm saying? Because the shit I be doing, the shit I know, and I don't just, like I said, I'm not talking shit just to talk. I don't showed you shit. I don't came with some receipts. I put some shit together for you to pay attention to. This is a very profound year. And what's more insane is that next year is going to be the year of the dragon. Ooh, that's going to be more profound. Right? The year of the dragon next year. We're entering the dragon, baby. Look at my Bruce Lee. The enter the dragon. Look at him right there, chilling. Enter the dragon, man. Bruce Lee was also a master teacher. He represented the 33 degrees of knowledge. You know? So, the rabbit this year, very profound year, and then we're in the 7th year. I'm telling y'all, this is a very intense year. They've been telling us even in the movies, right? Look at Avatar 2, The Way of the Water. You get what I'm saying? Take me to the waters. You get what I'm saying? Take me to the water. What does water do? It purifies you, cleans you. It activates you. Why do you think you're 75% of water? We're all surrounded by water, okay? Do you get what I'm saying? As within, so without. Right? Like I've told you, how I was birthed out the womb of a cancer. The Star of David is me. The Star of David goes into representation of the element of fire and the element of water. That's a 6-pointed star. Why do you think I used to bang with that 6-pointed star, goddammit? I never used to fuck with that 5-pointed star. But now I understand it now. Because I'm a ucka mess. Right? And now I fuck with that 5. Back then I didn't. But everything to do even with the gangs and the gang culture, it's all a cult. It's all a cult. All of it. Okay? From the symbology to the colors, it's all fucking a cult. Y'all be sleeping. You think that's what it is. It's not what it is. It's more heavier than that. It's more heavier than that, okay? And I'm telling you, not just to say that or whatever, but it's the fact, right? You know? But like I'm telling y'all, either you remain to stay asleep, that's your choice. But I guarantee this, you're creating your own hell. Yep, because what they're trying to do right now, not only they're trying to go ahead and do food shortage. We see it already with the eggs. It's gonna trickle down to something else. There's a lot of shit that's gonna be happening to a lot of people. Okay, there's a lot of shit that's gonna be happening. This is why you gotta get right with yourself. You gotta get right with yourself. Remember, you are the fucking savior that you're looking for. There is no motherfucking Jesus out in the sky or this God out in the sky to save you. You gotta save yourself. You have to start tapping into you. Remember, you gotta understand too, like I said, how we really are the builders. We built ancient civilizations. We built pyramids. All around this fucking face, all around the 4 corners of the earth. We did that. It's time for you to know that. Right? It's time for you to know that shit. There's nothing new under the sun, right? But if anything, before the sun, the moon was first. The moon was first, y'all. You know? The moon was first. Then came the sun. Right? So, you know, everything I tell you, like I said, I come with the receipts. I'm speaking some facts. It's up to you to stay asleep. It really is up to you. You know, I done showed you a lot of shit. And ever since I've been on these apps, I've been putting in the work for years. Ever since even before I started tapping into my spirituality, I was always conscious. Even when I wasn't conscious, I was conscious. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You know? Because I've always had this open right here. This right here was always open, y'all. Always connected to here. It was some real shit. I've always had this open. Woo. You get what I'm saying? You know? So yeah, I want to go ahead and start courses. I want to start helping people more, even with magic. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that we need to start tapping into. And we should, because this is our shit. It's time that the real rulers of this planet start coming back and take what's theirs. I'm telling you, you're gonna see some shit happening, right? You're gonna see some shit happening in real time, right? You know, you're gonna see a lot of shit happening. You know? So yeah. Sorry, about to be 9 o'clock. I got a lot of stuff happening on my phone right now. Excuse me. I need to get into it and see what's going on. See what's up with all these snaps. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. But yeah, man, you know, we just gotta get right with ourselves. Like I'm saying, it's like, start studying you. Remember, you're the main subject. You know? When I started studying more myself, that's when I started getting more into gematria. This right here helped me connect a lot of dots. Here, you can put your birthday, it gives you numbers. You put your name, it gives you numbers. You get what I'm saying? It's like, man, this is some very profound tool to have and study, right? You know, so like I said, study yourself. Numerology, astronomy, astrology, these are all ancient tools, man. We need to start learning this shit because these false rulers, this is what they utilize. They utilize all this science, right? You know, so it's like, man, what are we doing? We're really fucking afraid to use this type of science? This is what's happening in real time, right? You know, so it's time to wake up, y'all. It really is. The time of ignorance is over. You see what happened to all these people that took that fucking ayahuasca? What happened to your faith? Like what I always said, no weapon against you shall ever prosper. Stand in your fucking truth. Walk in your purpose. A lot of people fucking, like, straight up took that fucking jab without questioning shit. You were the fucking experiment, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can ever make you do shit. Ever. I don't give a fuck about that job you had. It's like, do you know how much you can create when you start tapping into you and start tapping into that frequency of that currency that people chase? We're supposed to bring that currency to us, allow that currency to chase us, not us chase it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like when we tap into this fucking science and this magic, you know how much shit you can change? Man, I done show you rituals where you see shit happening within the fire. I done show you shit that I can do just with the magic I can create. And you sleep on me? You sleep on me? You get what I'm saying? No. The last ritual I did it in a group. I did it in Clubhouse, in the club that I created. I did it with my admins, a ritual, and we went into it was a cut the cord ritual under the full moon. There were results, y'all. I do not be playing around with this magic. I be on some real shit. Okay? I'm telling you, when you start tapping into this magic, when you start tapping into this real shit that's yours, we're supposed to create our own reality. We're supposed to bring the heavens to the earth, not die and wait till we get to heaven and think you're going to have a glorious life. That's a lie. What happens to you is you become a fucking recycling bin. And you continue to recycle into this motherfucker until you can get it right. Heaven is pretty fucking lonely if you ask me, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that supposed to be up there are down here. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not learning. You're not learning. You're still stuck in the shit where you're just continuing the fucking cycles, old patterns, old behaviors, old routines. You're supposed to shed your fucking skin. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to tap into that GD, right? The growth and development, right? Of self. Knowledge of self. God represents generator, operator, and destroyer. I'm a fucking God. I generate, I operate, and I can destroy just as I can create. I'm a 7. What is the G? The G is the number 7. Right? You know, it's like, come on now. It's like we asleep on ourselves. When I talk about the fallen ones are those that fell from consciousness. Those are the fallen ones. You fell from your consciousness. It's time to fucking come from the low mind to the high mind up here. And who rules the head? The ram, baby. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we doing here? What the fuck? What's up? Right? You know, everything is happening in front of you and a lot of you are still asleep. It's time to wake up. Time to change and shift this shit around. You know? So yeah, definitely. It's time to change this shit around. You get what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, I'll start doing lectures really soon on YouTube again too. I'm already working on something. Well, it's already been done. I just have to see how I'm gonna go ahead and present it. Right? So that's kind of what I'm working on. But I've been working on things in Clubhouse too. You know, with the rooms are that we want to create in there. You know, we're gonna take it to a whole different level too in Clubhouse, and we're gonna bring a whole different energy. We're gonna bring a whole different of a lot of things, right? Because we need to change shit, right? We're in a time of changes too. Okay, so it's like we need to start tapping into this stuff more deeper, right? You know, so it's more profound. Especially the whole thing that we're in the 7th year. We're in the year of the rabbit and water. Right? We're dealing with primordial energies, right? Powerful energies. Remember, you were in the womb of your mother for 9 months. That's the water. That's the darkness. That's the 666, y'all. Huh? You get what I'm saying? That's what that means. You know, you're coming out that triple darkness. That's that goddess energy. That's the main energy. Right? That's mama. You get what I'm saying? She represents the prime creator of all creation. Everything is birthed out the womb. You get what I'm saying? Everything is birthed out the womb, y'all. Ain't nothing came out no rib of a fucking Adam or none of this shit. No. Everything's birthed off the woman. The feminine. The divine feminine. And that's the energy that we're in right now too. Big time. The divine feminine energy. The primordial energy of mama. You get what I'm saying? You know, so I like my Shango t-shirts badass, right? Shango's sitting in the throne like, what's up? I'm the emperor. Right? I represent that number 4. Okay, what is 4? The foundation, y'all. Right? Alright, well, I'm gonna get off. Peace, love, darkness, and light always, because you're always gonna have balance. Can't have one without the other. Peace.